So on the login page, there are different locations. You can log in as outpatient department, general ward, labor ward, subcenter 2, 1 and 2 is customizable. Like we can customize this one to be like consultation room 1, consultation room 2, laboratory, all other department. We can add like a lot of it. We can have so many. So let's choose outpatient department first. So when you open this application, you can see here is where you register patients. These are programs, for example, if you're running like TB programs, HIV, these are programs for patients. Clinical app is where you manage patient, you write patient record, view patient records and everything. Radiology upload is where you can upload things, radiology. Patient documents is straightforward. Bed management. This app you use to manage wards. Orders. This one you can view all patients' orders here. Laboratory orders, pharmacy, ward report. Report shows like all the report, like number of patients you see, like all the reports, not financial reports, but report about patients. So we'll start with the registration app. So when you open registration, you can search patient from here, like John. If it's not there, you won't see any result. But if it's there, like Mary, it only has one patient. Mary, for example. Oh, sorry, forgot. Search John first. Click here, search. No result found because John is not in the system. But I put Mary earlier on, so we can search Mary and see. Mary, for example. You can see Mary Wedera is populated here. You can see a little few details about her. So we'll come to this one later on. So for example, when you want to create a new patient, you go to create new. You write name like John, last name singular. All others that are not seen, that that does not have the asterisks are not necessary. So only fields marked in red are the ones that are necessary. You must put them. You can select gender. John is a male. Age. So age you can put in years, or you can put this DOB. It will calculate years on its own. Let's say he is 54. So after you put all the details that you need, you just click on save. Not saving. Oh, you're seeing wrong browser. Let me use Safari. Chrome. OPD visits, registration, create new, John, Sambula, male, 54. Good. Yeah, now John is saved. Sorry, my Safari browser doesn't have it doesn't have Chrome plugins that enable you to click this button. So after you save, you start OPD visit. When you click start OPD visit, this is a field where you can put height, weight, and other. It's customizable. We can add some more details, like some more vitals, like temperature and everything. But there's somewhere else where we can input all this data. So before you click save, you can put height, like for example, John is 178 centimeter. Yeah, uh, weight is around 70, and then system will calculate the BMI automatically. So when you click 70 or 50, when you click save, please enter data into mandatory field. We have not put like registration fee. Let's say registration fee is 1,000. When you click save, it will calculate the BMI. BMI 22.09. BMI status is normal. It's not obese or anything. So after you input patient details, you finished. You click. You go to home. So you go to home. For example, that was a role for receptionists. So receptionists have finished inputting all the details. So the doctor will open clinical app. uh, and you can see the queue, like John Sambula or written Sambule. You can see John is already in the queue. When you start the visit, it brings him here in the queue immediately. So the doctor will open John. Here, it doesn't have any information on because John, it only has the nutritional values BMI. So here, this is a patient's card. It's the same as physical card. So when you put any data, it populates in this table. Let me show you Mary. I've requested lab request for Mary. So when you open Mary Waidera, her card has some. Let it load. Give it a few seconds. Her card has some treatment summary. He was diagnosed of malaria and typhoid. It's populated here. The treatment, her medications, the lab request. So when history and examination, just put a random text in here. So when you add something in the consultation, it shows up here. We'll come to that in a second. Uh, Sorry, my browser only doesn't save, but it can do everything else. So we can go back to home, and as you can see, when you open clinical app from this browser or any other computer, you'll see the same thing. You'll see John Sambula is in here. So let's go through the steps of uh, like consultation. So when you open this John Sambula, doctor will go to consultation. So consultation, we have on this upper menu we have observation, diagnosis, disposition, another consultation, orders, medication. Orders, this is where you put lab orders. You can order lab from here. Let me just open the screen. You can see. So here you just click anything that you want or search here for example, malaria test. Yeah, you get the test. Just search here. It's already pre-installed with lots of orders, but some other orders we can add it later on. So let's go back to observation. So observation, here in observation you can record the vitals like temperature, pressure, and everything. You can see pulse. Let me say she has pulse, so 72 for example. If it's low, it will mark it in red. If you put 35, it will mark it in red and indicate here it's abnormal. Okay. This one you can put like 100. So this one is normal. So here is not indicated here. We can put random figures here like 20. Temperature. Temperature is in degrees Farad, but we can change that to degrees Celsius. Okay, but let's just use farads for now, but we can change that to degrees Celsius. Let's say 90 farads. 90 farads. It's abnormal. It's a bit low. That's why it's saying it's in red. Blood pressure, you can say it's around uh, 80 systolic. These are the ones. Let's say it's around 112. Okay, posture he was sitting, or where? Let's say he was sitting. Oh, that's John, he was sitting. So after you save the vitals, let's go back to patient's card. You can see the vitals is populated right here. So when the doctors just open this card, he will be able to see vitals, all the vitals, and the date. This date, 24th February, this is what we recorded. If it comes back tomorrow, it will change the date and record some other things. So, diagnosis. So, let's say John had a headache. It's already populated with some normal diagnosis, like the obvious things. So, you just push here. If it's not there, you can just free text it, no problem. So if it's primary diagnosis, you choose primary. If it's confirmed, you check the patient, he really has an headache, click confirm. Second, let's say John has fever. Fever. For example, these are free text, so you click accept. If it's a secondary or primary, you just click primary. Yeah, I got confirm. After you put, uh, we finish put diagnosis, we can put condition, you click on save, right? So same thing to this one, disposition, you can populate, like what disposition where you can decide to admit the patient or what. Consultation, when you click on this consultation tab, it brings you summary of everything, of everything, like it puts everything in one page. So you can read everything, revise on it, and add doctor's notes right here. Yeah, you can add consultation doctor's notes right here. So when you finish consulting, you can click save, and maybe decide to order something for malaria because he has headache and fever. You can decide to order something for malaria, like malaria rapid test or what. After you click on what you want to do, you can test for typhoid too. Okay, you can anything. Uh, you can request this one. Panels contain a group of tests that someone can do in CBC examination. See, it has a lot of tests. Okay, after that you click save. Yeah. So when you click on save, these lab orders will go to the laboratory. So when you open the lab, one and two, when you open the laboratory application, and when you open the laboratory, we see here John Sambula has requested something. Okay, so uh, the lab technician will click collect sample. So collect sample. You can see this is what these are the tests that has been written all here. So he goes down to accession number, generates accession number. This number will be written on the lab test, like that lab's thing. Yeah, it's been written on the specimen or anything. So after that, he clicks saves. So and then goes to today here. After he tests, he does his thing. The lab technician does his thing. He goes to today and fill in the result here. Yeah, hemoglobin. You can say he got 14 pallets. The 3.0. He doesn't have to fill everything. He can fill like half of it. All the tests, only all those tests that he has done. Let's say 5,000 here. 50 3.0. So, for example, lab only has hemoglobin like 50. I don't know what. 33. So, for example, he has only managed to feed to do all these tests. Also, after laboratory, lab technician has done this one. Clicks on save. So here we can see total tests is 21. Pending tests are the ones that he has not done. Pending validation are the tests that he has done. In some hospital settings, there's another person that does the validation after lab technician has done the test. So, but if you don't have that second person, so lab technician will go to the second one. The first one is to input result. The second one is to validate. So he will go to validate, and if you wanna validate all, he will click on accept all. If you wanna validate like 3, you can click on 3 and then click on save. Okay, so it takes around 30 seconds to reflect the result on uh, on the clinical app. So after that, doctor will go back to John's card, the patient's card, and as you can see, lab results are populated here. These are the ones that he has he has done. It's been done, so it has populated here. So that's about it for consultation. So when doctor is done, he can go here and pick another patient that's on the queue, or maybe he can decide to admit that patient and everything. Okay, registration. Let me go back to clinical. You can decide to admit, and here this general, you can decide to view patient summary. When you click on summary, uh, just bring like just very few information about the patient. Okay, and here you can search all the patient. Doctor can search all the patient without going back to the registration. He can just search patient by name and continue with consultation. He doesn't have to go back to the queue. Like for example, the patient just comes in and uh, he just comes in and he or she is not put has not been put in the queue. So doctor can search from there. Okay. Bed management. This is for wards. Wards. If you click on bed management, we have not admitted any patient. Uh, let's admit your consultation, disposition, type, admit patient. Patient movement, admit patient. Admit notes, see what, like, you can just put anything, like, yeah. And after that, you click admit patient. So, when you click admit patient, it shows you like general ward. There are 9 beds. All beds are available because we have not admitted any patient. Labor ward, yes, for female. 10 beds, all beds available. We can customize it to, we can add more wards. And then when you open the bed, you can choose, this is the bed layout of the ward. So we can customize this one uh, to match your wards. So for example, John can pick this one. You assign to John. Okay, so this one is already taken. That's why it's not in grid. So after that, uh, NAS can, yeah. Okay, so that's about patient. That's everything about patient. You can see here, John has a bed on it, on the name, means he's been admitted. Okay, so we've gone through the clinical module and laboratory. So how about payment? John has gone through all this, and we need to go to the accountant. So let's say open this one, token inventory. Right. Okay, so this is what you get when you open the accounting module. So you go to sales, quotation. So in this quotation, you see class that have been seen. So John Sambula is here. When you click on John, you'll get like everything. These are the tests, TLC panel. These are the tests that has been ordered. Oh, so we have not given John any drug. So drug list is not here. Let's try to sell John some drugs and see what happens. Clinical John Sambula. Consultation, medication. Let's give him aspirin. Aspirin 25 mg. Okay. Dose. It's 1 dose. We're giving him 1 dose. Okay. Tablets. Choose frequency. He takes it twice a day. Oral. For how many days? For 5 days. For example, total quantity 10 tablets. Click add. John needs paracetamol too, 500 mg. Dose, one dose of paracetamol. Choose frequency. He tells twice a day. One dose tablets twice a day. Uh, Duration for 3 days. Two tablets. Dose is two tablets. You can change here 2 or 3. Let's say John takes 2 tablets of paracetamol thrice a day. Like after that, after you fill all those forms, click on add. So the more you add drugs, it shows up in here. Okay. After the doctor has prescribed all this medication, he clicks on save. When you get back to John's card, you can see on treatment we have all medication that he's he was given. Okay, so let's see here if uh, we need to refresh this one, but let's just open without refreshing and see what will happen. Yeah, okay, the drugs has come back here. It's showing aspirin, paracetamol, and everything. So after you've seen here, you just click on confirm sale, or you print. You can print here, confirm sale, and I cannot like confirm sale here because this one uh, is a database used for paramedical center, so I cannot confirm this sale. Sorry, but you just click confirm sale and print. That's it. If you want to create an invoice, you can go here. Sorry, this one is create a customer. If you want to create an invoice after you confirm sale, it will give you an option to create an invoice for insurance patients. Insurance patients. Okay. Sorry, I cannot confirm this sale because it's using live data. So that's basically how you make a sale. For pharmacy, people who are coming directly to pharmacy, they will use this point of sale. If I click on new session, it will open somewhere where you can just be inputting data or anything. So normal point of sale. Here, accounting module. This is where you can view all the chart of account, pay bills, vendor bills, purchase receipt, whatnot. Payroll. Here, it's where you manage your employees' payments. Employee, you can add employees in here. Leaves, you can manage employee leaves and everything. Okay, yeah, this is just an overview. But when you're ready, we can explain it better. Inventory. Here, inventory, you can view all your products, lab, like clinical, pharmaceutical products and lab. Everything is managed by this software. So you can see, like you see even farm products and everything. So when you add a product like that, edit, you can choose uh, internal category. You can see here internal category we have lab, graphs. So when you input lab test here, you just pick lab. If it's pharmaceuticals, you just use this one here. Okay. Okay, that's basically an overview of this system. We've touched uh, the accounting part, clinical part, accounting part, and laboratory. We have some other application that not most hospitals use, like the radiology application. and everything. Okay.